Hello, my dear viewers. Today we are going to talk about Donald Trump's return to the White House as the 47th President of the United States. This second unfinished term is generating a lot of expectations and, of course, a lot of controversy. Get ready, because we are going to determine what the future may hold for us under this new administration. Trump took office on January 20th, 2025, marking a historic moment as the only president of the United States to be re-elected after a 4-year hiatus. During his inaugural conference, he reinforced well-known themes: America first, strengthening the economy and national security as a top priority. But what can we really expect from this new administration? Let's start with domestic policies. Trump has already signaled that he wants to publicize the tax cuts he implemented in 2017, something that will mainly benefit large companies and the economic elite. But for the working class, will we see a real problem? Many analysts believe that these cuts could worsen the public deficit in the long term. In addition, a new crusade against social programs is expected. Some rumors indicate that he will seek to limit funding for public health and social assistance initiatives while strengthening the private sector. It is an approach that will likely generate a lot of backlash. On immigration, Trump is likely to resume his hardline policies. There is already a restriction that he intends to reinforce the wall on the border with Mexico and review asylum policies. His narrative is clear: protect the borders and ensure security. But the big question is, will this solve the problem of illegal immigration, or will it only create more internal and external burdens? And on the global stage, Trump has promised a government focused on isolationism, prioritizing American interests over international alliances. He has already suggested reassessing support for NATO and other blocs. This approach could impact strategic relations with Europe and Asia, including the already complicated scenario with China. Prepare for possible conflicts from trade to military. On the economic front, Trump talks about prosperity for all, but many experts warn about the long-term effects. The expansion of energy production, including fossil fuels, should come into focus, ignoring environmental goals. And speaking of climate change, it is worth remembering that Trump withdrew the US from the Paris Agreement in his first term. Will we see a return to climate denial at such a critical time for the planet? My friends, we are entering an era marked by extremes. The Trump administration promises a return to conservatism in its rawest form. For some, this may mean hope for stability and economic growth. For others, it may represent setbacks in social, environmental, and even diplomatic rights. My opinion? This second term will be a litmus test not only for the United States, but for global balance. It is up to us, journalists and attentive citizens, to closely monitor, question, and resist when necessary. After all, democracy is strengthened by debate and vigilance. What do you think? Will Trump be able to fulfill his promises, or are we prepared to see a new wave of controversy and division? Comment below, like and subscribe to the channel for more analysis and news on the international scene. See you soon. Valentina, journalism with truth.